What up, Minutemen? It's time for your Minutemen motivational video of the week, this shortened final week of school. We start off today with our behavior matrix, which you have seen throughout each classroom and the hallways and what we have referred to throughout the entirety of this school year. We have put forth attention and effort to be sure that you are safe, respectful, responsible, and kind in all the things that you do. This week especially is just as important, if not more important, that we stick to these roots and we make sure that we're following the expectations that we have set for you. These are universal building expectations, no matter if you're in the gym or you're outside on water day tomorrow or you are watching a video in someone's classroom. We should be able to do these things at all times. And the beautiful thing about that type of thought is once you know what you stand for, decisions are easy to make. We referred to this last week in that it's easier to be 100% committed versus being 98% committed. If you're only 98% committed, you're always having to make these decisions about, is that really worth my effort? Is that really worth my time? So then thoughts like keeping your hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, which is the only thing written in red, is the only thing written in all four spots. Keeping your hands to yourself is the standard, even if it's a hug. You see, I've told a few students this story, but I've had students in a previous school break out in a fight that started off with a hug. You don't know if the other student wants to be touched. You don't know if they know that it's you who shows up to hug them. Okay? We have to be respectful and keep them safe as well as ourselves, and then therefore responsible in our thinking ahead of time to keep your hands to yourself. It's the kindest thing you could do in this time. It seems weird, but we're just trying to make sure that you make good decisions. All right? Be 100% committed to these things, and we're going to be fine. And then, therefore, everything is just gravy. We want you this week, just because it's the last week of school, we want you to continue to be the same person every day. All right? Be consistent. Be the person that we want to remember you by. And one thing is totally true this time of year in school situations is we oftentimes hold on to those final moments the most. As teachers, we want to give you a great final memory. And as students, you should probably want to do the same with your peers and your teachers as well. You want to live out a final memory that is positive. Be the person we've expected you to be throughout the year, and let's finish the year strong. Let's keep focusing on that root, which is these universal building expectations. And two, don't lose that belief. Don't lose that belief in yourself, in your classmates, and your teachers. That's the difference between success and failure. If we're going to have success this week, you have to believe that you can do the things you're being asked to do. You have to believe that you're in the right place and believe that today is going to be a good day. Today is the most important day of your life. Yesterday's over and tomorrow's not promised. The character you possess during drought is what people will remember the most during the harvest. Now, right now is kind of a harvest time. While at the same time, energy level wise, you could probably look across the classroom to get some affirmation, people nodding their head yes. People are ready for school to be over. We're tired, we're exhausted, and we're ready for a recharge. In a sense, it's a drought of energy. But it's the time to harvest the fruits of our labor. It's time to enjoy the presence of each other and make some final lasting memories despite the situations that we're dealing with. All right? Let's make sure that we're fully present in those moments and we're conscious of our energy, and we're not too high and we're not too low. Again, consistency. And no two, prior success doesn't guarantee anything. Okay. Just because you've been a fantastic student all year long, haven't made any mistakes, doesn't mean that you are off the hook these final days. It doesn't mean that you can't get in trouble for something. All right. You need to be successful, be engaged, be here today and taking care of today. It's the only day that matters. And also know that whatever you may have done yesterday or that you do today, well, as one of my favorite phrases from one of my favorite books says, today's headlines are tomorrow's fish wrap. If you go out to fish markets out on the east or west coast, they are wrapping up freshly caught fish in the headlines of yesterday's newspapers. Nobody cares about what you did yesterday. They only care about who you are, how you are acting in the current time. So don't get too proud or too gloating about things that happened yesterday. And let's put everything you have into the day that is the present. So, with like the water day activities tomorrow, move on. You win, awesome. Move on. You lose, move on. Okay? There are no trophies, there are no prizes to be had, just fun. And again, being rooted in these expectations, following directions, asking for permission, being where you're supposed to be, actively participating in what you are being asked to participate in is ultimately going to give you the success that we're looking for and help you achieve those final memories of this particular school year. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all out there, and let's finish the year strong and celebrate together, and let's harvest some of that fruit. Y'all have a great week in these final couple days. See you out there.